What's up, guys? Welcome to G Whiskey. I'm Jeff. This is a channel where I have my thoughts and opinions on a specific whiskey, and if you stick around at the end, I'll be giving it a score as well. If that sounds interesting, hit subscribe down below, and with that out of the way, let's jump into our review. Today we're looking at the Deanston Virgin Oak Cask Strength. Stick around. Okay, so we're looking at Deanston today. We don't look at Deanston too often on the channel. It's a good brand. I've had some nice whiskeys from them, but it's not my brand. It's not a favorite of mine personally, although I do get the appeal. Anyway, the Deanston we're looking at today is the Virgin Oak Cask Strength. This is a brand new release. I've got batch 1 here with me. The bottle says 2023 edition, so they've made it an annual thing. And pretty self-explanatory. It's the Virgin Oak, but it's cask strength. So this stuff was matured in ex-bourbon casks, and then it was given a finish in Virgin Oak casks from, I think, from America. Definitely from trees. Now, I have looked at the regular release at 46.3%. I liked it. It's not a great whiskey by any measure. With my old scoring system, I gave it 84. Probably now would land closer to like 82 or something. So not great, but it's an exceptionally cheap whiskey. In fact, in my market, it's one of the cheapest single malts out there. And for that, I do think you're getting something solid. As far as production is concerned, Virgin Oak casks, for me, hit or miss. Sometimes they can be a little bit overbearing with big woods and big vanillas, but if some restraint is shown, yeah, they can work. And I do think that Virgin Oak influence does work for the regular release, again, considering the price. But what if you've had the regular release and you thought, no, not enough. I want more power. Well, Deanston has you covered. Now, as far as I know, this is just the regular Virgin Oak, but with less water added, although don't hold me to that. I can't say for sure. I've done no research. Still, regardless, in my ever so humble opinion, if you give us a higher ABV, it's going to be more interesting. At least it is for me. Like, you can take any whiskey or rum or brandy. Hell, you can take milk. You add some percentage points. Like, don't tell me 3% milk isn't better than 1% milk. It is. Like, we want that heat. We want that fire. We want something flammable, something that's going to pickle our livers, something that slaps us in the face. It grabs us by the balls or girl balls, and it just starts... I don't know where I'm going with this. Point is, we like cask strength, so this should be a fun one. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into our review. In the meantime, if you'll kindly leave a like down below, that would be greatly appreciated. So we got a hefty 58.5% ABV here, non-chill filtered, natural color. For look, this is pretty similar to the regular Virgin Oak bottle, although a little bit less scribbly, I guess, a bit cleaner. But still a very typical Deanston look. For me, this gets 3 out of 5. It does say non-chill filtered and natural color. It says batch 1. It says 2023 edition. We get a little blurb on the back that says, gives us the tasting notes. It talks about the casks, and it finishes on a damn fine dram if we say so ourselves. And I mean, hell, if you guys say so. I did add a splash of water on the nose. This is pretty similar to the standard release. We get like big wood, vanilla, honey, butterscotch. There's also pudding, banana, green apple, cereals, ginger, and some barley. It's not super complex or anything, but it is nice. On the palate and finish, this stuff is pretty substantial. I get big vanillas and banana cream pie and apple pie and custard and ginger. There's a floral honey, green apple, a touch of white wine, some white pepper, and some oak. Again, not super complex, but substantial and nice. Okay, so this is pretty good. It's very much what you think it's going to be, and I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I think that depends on you. I guess personally, I was hoping this would take things in kind of like a new or interesting direction. It doesn't. Now, disclaimer here, I haven't had the regular Virgin Oak in a while. I think it's been about 2 years, so I haven't done the side-by-side, but going off of memory, for me, this is very much just the regular Virgin Oak, but louder. And if that's all you want from it, and that's all you expect from it, then I think you'll be pretty happy with it. Now, I'm sure if I'd bothered to pick up the regular Virgin Oak for a proper side-by-side, I would have found some, like, subtle differences there, but no, I mean, really, it's just a louder version of the Virgin Oak. So, is it good? Yeah, I mean, it's good. I don't love it, but I do like it, and I do think because it's cask strength, it is a nice step up from the regular Virgin Oak, but it is still a pretty simple whiskey. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with simplicity. I do think there's enough interesting flavors here to carry the whiskey. And if you had the regular virgin oak and you thought, give me more vanilla, give me more wood, that's what she said, then yeah, you're going to be happy with this one. So ultimately, I do like this one. But before I give it a score, I want to touch on value first, because that is going to affect things. So I don't love this for value, because in my market, this one costs about 2.5 times the price of the regular virgin oak, just for a louder version of itself. And listen, often when you get higher ABV whiskeys, you get all these new layers and so much more complexity, and fine, we get a bit of that here, but I wouldn't say enough to justify the price bump. And again, just going off of memory, there is a difference between the regular one and this one. This one is spicier, it's more vibrant. I love the floral honey in here, the cereals. It's a classic Deanston, and it's amped up. The ABV does help. I just don't know that it's that much more interesting. And by that much, I mean 2.5 times the price. And hey, it might be the case in your market where it's not such a dramatic bump in price, or maybe you're perfectly happy to have just an amped up version of the regular virgin oak without too much extra going on. If you're just generally speaking a fan of Deanston, this has that Deanston character, and it's again amped up. So I think a lot of you out there are going to enjoy this one. I enjoy it. My biggest issue is just that price. And it's funny, the way I'm talking makes it sound like this is a really expensive whiskey. It isn't. I paid about like 65 American, so just over 50 pounds for this. And, you know, it's definitely not an exceptionally expensive whiskey. It's just that the regular release is an exceptionally cheap whiskey. And for 2.5 bottles of that, I'm not sure this is justified in its price. Still, I do like it. Ideally, it would be 1.5, maybe at the outset, 2 times the price of the regular one, but yeah, so it's the price I take issue with. Still a very decent pour. I'll give it 84. It's a nice whiskey. It's got nice flavors. It's got good punchiness. It could be a little bit more interesting, but I think it will make a lot of Deanston lovers out there very happy. And again, it's really not crazy expensive. It's more just relative to that original bottle. Still good. All right, so that's it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to help out the channel, I do have the Patreon. Otherwise, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Always appreciated. And of course, I want to hear from you. So have you tried our Deanston Virgin Oak Cask Strength? What are your thoughts on the regular Virgin Oak? Do you like these flavors? Let me know all that down below. Finally, down below, you can also tell me what you want to see me review next, and I'll keep it in mind for my upcoming videos. Bye, guys.